Okay, so today I'm going to be working on my kitchen office, which I don't actually use as an office, but it is a place where I organize paper and I keep mail that comes in through the kitchen, and actually I use it to store a lot of my office stuff. It's a little dark in here, so I apologize if this is blurry, but this is where paper accumulates. As you can see, it's terrible. It's an absolute mess. It's embarrassing, but we're having people over. It's my son's birthday this weekend. We're gonna have a little party for him, a very small party, and this can't look like this. This is terrible. I just kind of avoid it. And as you can see, there's actually a phone here. Yeah, and this is one of those old-fashioned phones that's plugged into a wall, and it's corded. And so this is the only phone on this floor. And so if somebody calls me, I have to sit here, and I don't like it. I've actually avoided making phone calls on this phone because I don't want to sit at this desk. That's how bad it is. So obviously the biggest issue here is the paper. There's paper everywhere. And I started out with a system that I thought would work, and I never maintained it. It just got completely out of control, and at some point I just gave up and I started stacking the papers on top. So right here I had this little filing system going, and I put hanging folders in it, and it got overwhelmed with paper, and once they didn't fit in the hanging folders anymore, I just stacked them on top. And so that's bad. And then what didn't fit on top, I just put in front of it. So there's that crazy pile. And then over here, this is a 3-tray sort of a system, and I don't know if you can see this, but the trays collapsed because there was so much paper that was stacked on top that the trays are now all down here on top of each other, which is really sad because I really like this paper tray system, and I'm actually gonna put that back once I'm done putting everything away, getting rid of the paper. I'm gonna put that back where it is, and I'm gonna use it properly. And I've designated different things that I want to go in there. And I actually, as sad as this sounds, I actually use the bottom tray. Like if you right here, I use that for menus, for restaurant menus. And then this sort of decorative tray that we have sitting in the middle, that was supposed to be for, putting our keys when we came home. I thought my husband could put his wallet there, but then it just became this catch-all, like just home for miscellaneous things that aren't even supposed to be here. And so yeah, this is pretty terrible. It's really bad. And actually this whole area is really terrible. It all needs to be reorganized, but I have to focus on the thing that's manageable, the thing that needs to get done right away, and that's just the desk for now. And so for today, my plan is to remove all the paper, because that's 80% of what's sitting on this desk is the paper. I have my box ready. It's right there. And so all of the paper that's here is gonna go into that box, and I'm going to go through it because I don't wanna have boxes, random boxes living in my house that, just have papers that I'm not looking at. So, but for now, the plan is to just remove all the paper, and then once the paper is gone, I think this will look a lot better, and then I can sort of clean the surfaces and figure out what I want to put back in this space. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. Okay, I'm back. Everything, all the paper's gone. Well, most of the paper's gone. I cleared out everything that was here. I cleared out all the hanging files, all of this stuff. And I actually set a timer for myself, and it was under 5 minutes. It was like 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So this was really fast. I left this little 3-tiered system here, and the menus are still there because that's where they're gonna end up. So I just left that there. But I am gonna be removing this wire thing here because I'm not gonna have, this just doesn't work. Plus it's not very attractive, so I don't wanna keep it there. And then here's my box with all of the paper that came from the top of the desk. And I thought this was a big box. I thought there's no way I'm gonna be able to fill that box with the paper. There's not that much paper on there. Well, I was wrong. It's completely full. It's overflowing. There was a lot of paper. So my next step is to actually remove everything, clean the surfaces, and then try to figure out what's gonna go back on here. And actually, I didn't catch everything because this tin right here, this is actually full of receipts, which isn't gonna go there. So that's not gonna happen. That's not going back there. I need a different system for receipts. And I have a feeling they're probably gonna go over here, but we'll figure that out. For now, I'm pretty happy that it only took 5 minutes, and so I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so here's the after. I've cleaned, I wiped this down, I put things back where I thought I would want them for now, because I think this is gonna be a work in progress. Like I have this, it's kind of a business card holder right here. I didn't realize how ugly it was until I saw it without all the other junk sitting around it. So I'm probably gonna replace that. I have my pencils and my pens in here. The phone is there. I'm gonna keep this decorative platter for now, just because it kind of corrals things in one space, which I think is okay. I kept this too because I'm gonna put the mail on that first tray. I'm gonna put receipts in the middle, and then my restaurant menus are at the bottom. But I still have to go through the receipts that are over in the box. But for now, I think this is gonna work. And it looks so much better. And so I actually timed myself doing this, removing everything off of the surface. And I even cleaned like the cabinets. I cleaned because it's kind of a glossy finish, and it gets like my kids get like fingerprints and stuff on them. So I went ahead and I cleaned that too. And this whole process took about 30 minutes. And that includes taking everything off, putting it in temporary homes for now, because I have to now move on to those spaces and try to reorganize those spaces as well. So it's not perfect, but at least it's not out in the open. And then this stuff here is the stuff that just, it doesn't have anywhere to go. But I think this turned out pretty well. Now I'm not embarrassed to have people over. And then my box of papers will get, you know, I'll deal with it eventually. I'm gonna try to deal with it this weekend so that I don't have a box just randomly sitting somewhere in my laundry room. So I'm gonna work on that. And I might actually time myself to see how long that takes. But this here, this cleaning of just the surface of the desk took about 30 minutes. So I think that's pretty good. I think the 5 minutes that it took to get rid of the paper and then 30 minutes to clean this up and to try to find homes for what I didn't want on here is pretty good. So yeah, so if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and I'll see you soon. Bye.